Hello there. This is yours truly, MusicMan0150, and this is a video with a safety tip on your furnace. Now, I don't know that much about furnaces per se, but I do know that one of the things that you have to keep after in your furnace is the filter, the air filter. And so what I'm going to do is show you how you can actually change the filter without having to call the serviceman out to come and do it and pay a whole bunch of money for it. Changing the filter is quite simple. On this particular furnace, there's a screw right up here. It's on this side where my finger's pointing, and then there's one down here at the bottom over here. And what you want to do is about every 3 months, they recommend about every 3 months, you want to go ahead and inspect the filter and, if need be, change it. And the reason for that is if it's clogged, what can happen is the furnace will run inefficiently and eventually could cause problems with the workings of the furnace itself. Now, like I say, I don't know any much more about maintaining furnaces, so I would call your local furnace company if you have any questions concerning different issues about your furnace. But as far as the filter replacement, I'm going to show you that right now. What I'm doing is I'm looking for the right size socket to fit in the screws in order to take the plate off to get to the filter. Let's see if I got the right size here. Now, one thing about doing this is, before you attempt it, I do want to mention this, that whenever I do this, I turn off the power to the furnace, so that way it doesn't start up with no filter in there. So always remember to do that, either by the fuse box, your circuit breaker, or right here at the furnace. I usually do it with the circuit breaker so that I know it's off for sure. And taking out this screw right now. Whoops, I'm dropping everything here. You gotta watch these screws, because if you lose them, then you can run into problems trying to find the right size again. Okay, now this right here is the filter. I'm going to pull it out, and as you can see, it's pretty dirty. And I even have a date on this so that I know when I had put it in last. And let's see, where's the date? I just want to find out exactly when I did put this in. Well, I thought I put a date on here. I'll be darned. There's no date on this. Well, one thing you want to remember then is to always date your filters when you put them in, because that way you know exactly how long they've been in the furnace. I'm just feeling around here to see if I did date this filter, and if I did date it, it's not on here. So that's pretty unusual. Oh, here it is, right here. I was running right over it. Oh yeah, it's due. It's due for a change. This was put in on 1/16/08, and it's almost well, it's 2 months right now, but it's pretty dirty. And they say that you should change them. They say you should change them, you know, at the tops 3 months. You know, maximum of one filter at a time, 3 months. But if you have pets like I do, you know, with the fur flying around and so on and so forth, then they recommend you change it sooner. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and change it. And the other reason I think it needs changed too is there's a little, I just noticed here, right here, I don't know if that's lint or if that's a hole starting to come through. I don't know why there would be a hole coming through it. But anyway, that's the old filter, which we're going to replace, and I have a new one right here. In the package. And what I'm going to do is, in the next video, is go ahead and remove the packaging off of this filter and insert it, show you how to insert it. Oh, the other thing I need to do too is date it. So I will be back in a few minutes with my label maker to date the filter of insertion, and also removing the package and installing it into the furnace. So I'll see you in part 2 of furnace filter safety.